there's some concepts that are a bunch of letters, and then lawyers, they roll off lawyers' tongues all the time. And I will tell you, they overwhelm financial advisors, me and families that I have been in front of. Let's try and walk through what these things are and how they're different. So when somebody uses a domestic asset protection trust or a SLAT as an acronym, what exactly does that mean? And the two things I find that they most closely differentiate between is their income tax treatment versus their estate tax treatment. Mm-hmm. Is that a fair way to differentiate these, and then what benefits one column might be versus another column might be? Or would you describe that in some different way when, as a financial advisor or a family's trying to understand the difference of these concepts?
No, I think that the idea that there's an income tax or an estate tax different flows all through what we talked about with control versus beneficial interest.
Okay.
So the 6 boxes that you see up there, you may have components of all of those, right, throughout one particular trust. You could have a dynastic trust that lasts for many generations, which of course also has asset protection, right? So these trust boxes get combined by the advisors once you've figured out your client's priorities. But that income tax, right, and the estate tax, and whether you are whether the trust has decided to have a completed gift that is going to deal with both of those issues, or whether it's going to choose one or the other, really all comes back to that control and beneficial interest. So not to go too far back into that, but we can talk about all of these concepts here, but they all really come back to income and estate tax in those circumstances.
So she just used a phrase that I see lawyers use all the time, completed gift. The other phrase I hear is grantor versus non-grantor. And that was never in the Series 7 or the CFP exam when I went there. So let me try and help you a little bit with some terminology. So let's first look at income tax. With income tax, there's 2 concepts. There's a grantor and a non-grantor. And these aren't meant to be absolute and 100% certain. I will tell you, in my experience, 95% of the time, certainly not all the time, but it really has to do with who's going to be paying the tax. Mm-hmm. So in a grantor situation, the giver, the person who made the grant into the trust, they are continuing to pay the tax. Sure. In a non-grantor trust, it's a new tax entity, and the other guy is going to be paying the tax. Is there a better way to describe that in your experience?
No, I think for what we're trying to do here today to serve our clients, that's a good framework.
Okay, so grantor, non-grantor, it's one or the other. And really it's just about who you want to pay the tax.